Hi everybody, Bert back Altitude Scale Modeling with another sprue review. Eduard has graciously given us a P-51B Mustang. Now, you know, a few years ago they gave us the Ds, which in all fairness probably should have been the first release since that's the most popular, but I prefer the Bs. I like the Razorback, for a better word, design of it. I've just always been a fan of the Bs. This is the Royal Class boxing, so there's 2 full kits plus a whole bunch of extras. So here, as you can see, are 9 of the marking options, each and every one of them beautiful. And there is the squadron information for those 9. Pause it and take a look. Turn around. Here are some of the things you get. 2 complete kits of the B and C, production block numbers, and the Mustang Mark III. Plastic photo etched die cast mask, 14 marking options, resin sets, resin seats, 2 types, exhaust stacks, 2 sets, and wheels. Landing gear bay masking plugs, and Eduard space instrument panel. There are your other 5 options. Again, beautiful. I bought some, somebody will think what they're called now, overtrees from Eduard for the B, so I can build more than just, you know, the 2 that are in here. I can use those other decals. Won't be extra stencil decals for more than the 2, but I can work that out. Anyway, Royal Class boxing, haven't seen one of these for a while. Those of you familiar with Eduard's Royal Class, it's stuffed to the rim with extras. So, here you've got 2 sets of clear parts, 2 sets of plastic for 2 aircraft. So there's 4, 8, 12 sprues, and all the other extras, which we will go over as we get to them. So let's start with this bag right here. Now there's 2 complete aircrafts in here, so I only need 1 sprue of wings, which we'll get first, since they're here. There are the beautiful wings, just like on the D, only not quite. Beautiful rivet detail, which is all recessed. Panel line detail. All beautifully recessed, looking wonderful. The lower wing. And the detail inside the landing gear bays. Upper wing. You can open up and buy the Eduard set for the gun ports. It's not included, but you can get it. And it's designed to be easily opened. So, here's your upper and lower wing detail. And 2 fuselages. Beautiful. Again, recessed rivet detail. Some will like it, some will hate it. I think it's beautiful looking. Looks good going all the way around. Same on this one. I'll be building one of these pretty quick, probably one of my overtree ones to start with. So, 2 of those, obviously, since there are 2 full kits in here. Get all these back because I don't want them scratched. There's your main parts. Next bag. I take these out one at a time because I got the liquid parts on it. Or maybe 2 at a time because they're the matching sprues. So here are 2 sprue R, which has got your landing gear bay detail, your exhausts for your various versions, which indeed is slide molded and hollowed out to make it easier for you to clean it out some more. Wing spars, wheel hubs, tires. They are in halves. And various other parts that go to various things, landing gear bay doors, tail wheel, parts of the landing gear bay, different wheel hubs, side panels, landing gear doors. So 2 sprues of that. Put that aside. Then next one, P. Okay, 2 sprues of P, which is your cockpit floor, your sidewalls. If you hear that, my mom's upstairs watching a movie, and she likes it loud. Different seats, a bunch of different stuff to detail the interior, hoses, wiring. Other side. So again, very good Eduard detail. Nice Eduard plastic. And a lot of this stuff I'm sure they'll have photo-etch replacements for, probably already. Last bag of colored plastic. So 2 sprues of S, which has got your props that you assemble. There's 4 bladed props. There's 4 different 4-bladed props. Other different parts. Radiator intake, a couple of different nose cones, different vents. No seam line, no burring on this props. Just beautiful. There's some antennas. Again, you'll have to decide what version you'll do and pay attention to the instructions, which props, antennas, everything else you'll use. So 2 of this. Let's see if it should go like that. And then two of Sprue. Unknown. But it's your weapons, your tanks, rockets, bombs, your various armament. There's also a limited edition version of this kit, which I think has 6 or 8 markings. I have it too, but I wanted to start with a Royal class. I'm sure the plastic, I know the plastic's exactly the same. So, with that one, I can just do a review what's in the box. So, 2 bags of clear parts, neatly wrapped. Now there are different canopy styles, as you can see. You've got kind of a bubble canopy. You've got the side windows. You've got, again, a canopy where you've got enough that's going to attach to the fuselage so you don't have to just stick the canopy on there and fill that gap. Heads-up display. So there's 2 of these. And beautifully clear Eduard plastic. Not overly thick. Looks like open and closed versions of this one. Let me make sure. Nope, this is different. This is the other parts of the canopy. The sliding part with the framing. Open side window, closed side windows. So this canopy, if you want to use it, let's check. This one came off. Now we're going to put these right back in the bag. Because we ain't going to risk it. The wood clear parts are beautiful and we're not going to get screw in them. And see if this is the same or different. This is the same. So it has two of the same, double sprues, different canopies. Alright, so let's dive into the extras, which is all what you want to look at anyway. Because we all know how good the Eduard Mustang is. So you get a pin in this nice box. Oops, sorry. 8th Air Force pin, which says the Mighty 8th P-51B Eduard P-51D. So you get that beautiful pin. It is a pin, it has a backing to it. So you can wear it, it's like a lapel pin. Okay, and these are the landing gear bay plugs. They're made of foam. You're just gonna sit them right in there when you're painting. Keep your landing gear bay the color you worked hard to make it. And photo etch for the interior cockpit. Okay. And the Eduard Space instrument panel. Take it out in the bag. If I can get it out of the bag. Hey, for those who are not familiar with Eduard Space, it's like a 3D printed interior parts. You can see the reflection of the clear they've got over the instruments. It's a very nice touch. I like them. Pretty sure you apply them similar to decals, get them slightly wet and they pull off. And what else we got here? We got this box of photo etch. If I can figure out how to open it. Eduard Resin, not photo etch, sorry. This has got 3D printed parts, it looks like. 2 different seats, as they promised. Oops. 3D printed. So those are 3D printed seats. This is the Resin. It's their resin stuff, their classic resin stuff. You've got different exhausts. Some are the plastic ones, only these are resin and hollowed out. And you've got 4 tires, different tread patterns, because there's 2 of each type of tire. See different tread patterns. And then the hubs for the backs of those tires. And here's another exhaust. Excuse me. And 2 tail wheels. 1, 2. So that's the classic Eduard Resin added to this kit. Here are those other shorter exhausts. Put all this back to keep it safe. Okay, that's all good. And you get, if I can get it open, looks like you get a print. I'm just going to cut it open because it's mine. Look at there. You get a print of the limited edition the limited edition box art looks like. So you get a beautiful print of that, not that there. That comes with it. Nice touch. Still going. Die cut mask set. You all know about those. Edward's been doing those for years. Decals. We're going to start with instrument panel decals. You choose which one you're using, obviously. And there's another little decal sheet in here. This is errata, so this is obviously a correction for the one that's on the big decal sheet. So let's set that aside. So when we get to the big decal sheet, okay, here. There's 3 sets of decals in this sheet. I like to just attach it down. First, made in the Czech Republic. These are Eduard's decals. There's more instrument panels in there. And these are some of the 14 markings. All good, all in register, all looking nice. And then this is your 2 sheets of stencil detail. There you go. 2 sheets of that, obviously, because there's 2 aircraft. And I guess if you didn't use them all, you could spread them out over many aircraft, because there's a lot on there. And I can imagine putting that many stencils on that little P-51. Here is the main decal sheet for the Royal Class kit. So the one that they sent the correction to is this one here. Oh, this is white. This is light blue. So obviously they left the color off. So good catch, Eduard. Anyway, there are all your schemes. You get to choose which you do. Let's get all these back in the bag. So they stay safe. And then I'm going to stick this little one in here as well. Set that back down so it doesn't stick. Cover it over. That way. Close this up. Roll these back in the box. And last, one of Eduard's fabulous decal sheets. Here is your information on all of them, including the Merlin Magic. Okay. Sprue map with parts you're not using, apparently. Color callouts for just Mr. Hobby Colors. Okay. Your resin, your PE, everything there. And you're going to start, as usual, the seats in the cockpit. You start working on lining your doors. And again, you have to pay attention to which one you're building. You have to decide in advance so you know what goes where on what. Just keep that in mind. And then, of course, you pay attention to your PE, optional decals, so on and so forth. Masking the wheels, putting all the panels in. Again, this piece, P26 is for those markings. This piece, P34 is for those markings. Pay attention. You have 14 different markings to choose from, which means 14 different options of aircraft. And some are going to have minor And some are going to have major differences. So you're putting the fuselage halves together, and you're putting the wheel well, main landing gear bay together, sorry. Yeah, your wheel well. You're putting it in, putting your wings together, ailerons, flaps, gun bays, well, guns actually, not the bays. Telling you how to paint things as Eduard does. Again, pay attention to your marking options. Wings, elevators, rudder, instrument panels going in after it's assembled. Good to look at how to put the heads-up display, how to build it. There's lots of P involved. Working on the bottom. Your tail wheel. Unfortunately, goes in this box. And then that goes in the fuselage. So you may have to do your tail wheel before painting, but you don't have to do your main gear before painting. Obviously, since I gave you foam inserts. More wheel masking for your Resin wheels, your landing gear. Struts, again, this one color here is only for one marking, it's probably the UK version. And then landing gear, correct angle, doors, doing your various exhausts, which ones you're going to use, different canopies, which ones you're going to use. And then tanks, bombs, whatever you want to put underneath of it. Again, depending on marking. There's how you're masking your canopies, depending which one you're using. Then you've got your color callouts, 14 of them. I like the blue. This reminds me of what a D would look like, because it's natural metal. I do want to do an olive drab one. Looks like they pretty much all have D-Day invasion stripes. Lots of natural metal. Nice shark's mouth. I also think I want to do a UK one like that one, because that's got the UK camo scheme with D-Day markings and the bubble canopy. And then more olive drab. Got the some without invasion stripes. And lastly, a couple more Americans with invasion stripes. And then your stencil markings, lots of them. Like I said, put some on some, save some for another if you're gonna build multiple ones. There you have it. The new P-51B from Eduard, the Mustang. Beautiful. I love the B more than the D, but I have built their D and it went together great. So I'm looking forward to building several of these. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you want to build a B or a C, maybe an A Apache down the line. So sit your ass to the bench and build a Mustang. These are now available in the United States. At least one store has them. I got mine direct from Eduard because I did a pre-order. And there you go. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your hobby. Bye for now.